Welcome back. This is the third video in our series about Pinnacle Advanced Primary Care and our movement to revolutionize the way healthcare is delivered. We're developing a medical practice that gives patients what they need and what they want. And right from the beginning, you have to make sure that you have the right business model in place. Having the right model gives you a foundation, a structure upon which you build everything else. And the structure that we use actually fixes some of the most crucial problems in the healthcare system. One of these problems is that health insurance is playing too big of a role. When health insurance is used to pay for office visits, routine labs, prescriptions, and x-rays, it's not really being used in the right way. Health insurance was supposed to be used as a financial tool to protect against high-cost medical expenses, things like emergencies, hospital stays, and cancer treatments. When it has too large of a role, it complicates things and makes them more cumbersome and expensive. Another big problem is the fee-for-service model. Fee-for-service is the model that almost every other practice currently uses, and it essentially means that clinics get paid by the appointment. This model means that in order to keep the clinic doors open, the doctors need to see as many patients as they can squeeze into a schedule. This means that the quality of care that you get is negatively impacted because it makes everything rushed, and you lose that crucial time that's needed to communicate effectively. So in our system, both of these are eliminated. Instead, we use a membership model, where just like with Netflix, you pay a monthly fee to have access to our primary care team. There are no copays for office visits, and there's no billing to your insurance. The incentives to see as many people as possible in a day are completely removed. Instead, it aligns our incentives a lot more with your incentives, which just means keeping you healthy and being there for you when you need us. We used to constantly have to play the insurance game, while when we were interacting with patients, we'd have to keep one eye on playing by the insurance rules. In this model, that distraction is completely removed. Our focus is back where it belongs, 100% locked in on the patient. The model also allows us to carry a patient panel about half the size of today's typical practice. We know that you need and want more time with your doctor, so we essentially double the attention that you can receive from a provider just with this step alone. And when you combine this with not having to deal with the insurance nonsense, it's just awesome. Let me tell you, I did it the other way for my first 8 years of being a doctor, and I can tell you that practicing in this style of model is an absolute dream by comparison. Also, because of this, those 2-week waiting periods to get in with your doctor are a thing of the past. We can almost always get you in the same day or next day. And this model allows us to meet you where you are. Like I was saying, since we don't have to cram in office appointments all day, we can innovate and find new ways to deliver care. For example, we won't make you come back into the office to just go over your labs. We can do that by phone or email. Maybe you have a rash, and instead of taking time off of work for an appointment, you can just send us a photo, and we'll see if we can do something about it. Maybe you're a chaperone on a youth group trip in New Mexico and come down with a urinary tract infection. We can call you in some antibiotics. Maybe you're in Las Vegas and get the stomach flu and need some Zofran. We can handle all of these by phone, text, or email. And yes, all of these are true stories. With Pinnacle, you get access to us 24/7. We make it our mission to provide great care for our patients. We'll let you know when your vaccinations and DEXA scans are due, and we'll help you develop plans for cancer screening and prevention. If you have a chronic disease like diabetes or arthritis, we'll develop a care plan for you that's catered to your specific needs. There's so much more that's involved than just treating your bronchitis or your kiddo's ear infection, but of course we do that too. And everything that you get from us, you get the best. It's amazing the kind of innovation that can take place when you shake up the model. And I don't even think we've scratched the surface yet. But in order to deliver stellar care, you have to be working with stellar people. And that's something that we're going to be talking about in our next video. We'll see you then.